Asia, and I'm gonna show you how to make some satin joggers, so let's get started. The first thing that I did was grab these joggers, and don't mind my bonnet, I was just in my natural state, but I just grabbed some joggers and used them as a template, and I just cut out the shape of the joggers. And then I measured the cuff of my joggers and I transferred that measurement over to the fabric. So I ended up cutting out 4 strips of fabric, 2 for one pant leg and 2 for the other. Then I measured the waist of my joggers and then I transferred that measurement over to the fabric. So I ended up with 2 strips of fabric for the waistband, 1 for the front and 1 for the back. And then this next step is optional, but I wanted to add a little more pizzazz to my joggers. So I just made 2 straps to tie around my ankle using the leftover fabric. And to do that, I just folded these straps. Well, first of all, I made sure that the right side of the fabric was facing up, and then I folded the fabric in half and sewed along one end. And then I just flipped that fabric right side out, and then I took a flat iron and just ironed it out so that it wasn't so puffy, and that is how I made my straps. Okay, so circling back to the joggers, so I grabbed one leg of the joggers and I pinned down the right and the left side and just sewed down the parts that I am pointing out in the video. And then of course, what you do to one leg, you're gonna do to the other. So for this next part, I put the pant leg that was right side out inside the pant leg that was, oh my gosh, let me try to say that again. I put the pant leg that was right side out inside of the other, and then I just sewed down the crotch part. And this is what it should look like once you've done that. So now we're going to move on to the waistband. So remember, I had cut out 2 strips of fabric for the waistband. So I'm just going to make sure the right sides of the fabric are touching, and then I sewed the 2 pieces together. And then with the wrong side of the fabric facing up, I sewed the waistband onto the pants. So once that part of the waistband was sewn on, I folded it in half and I sewed around the perimeter of the waistband, making sure to leave a small hole so that I could put an elastic band through it. So then I just measured out a piece of elastic and fed it through the opening, and then I just sewed the elastic as well as the opening closed. So now moving on to the ankle part of the joggers. So remember at the beginning of the video, I had cut out 4 strips of fabric for this part, 2 for each ankle. So I just sewed those 2 pieces together. And then I lined those pieces up with the ankle and just sewed along the bottom part of the fabric. Now I decided that I didn't want to add elastic to the ankle part, but you definitely can if you want to. But I just folded the fabric in half inward and then I just sewed around the inside. And last but not least, I tied those ties around my ankles, and that is the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I will see you in my next one.